Most people who are vegetarians aren't as healthy as they would like to be. Let's talk about it. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Achidi and I'm your personal trainer and food educator, providing you a common sense approach to getting healthy and doing it in a simple manner that is sustainable for the rest of your life. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the common errors and mistakes people make when they take on an elimination diet, such as vegetarianism, or even the other end of the spectrum, the carnivore diet. Now, this isn't meant to be a diss video where I talk shit about either one. In fact, this is all informational, because if you do decide to take on either one of these diets, I want to make sure that you're set up for success. Or if you're someone that's not going to take it on, I want to at least give you some ammo so that you have some talking points for when your vegetarian or carnivore friends start flapping their gums and talking their mess. Before we get into all that, I got to do a couple of the usual business things because, this is YouTube. If you're new here to the channel, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with all the video content I'm putting out. And throughout the video, don't hesitate to hit that like button. It lets the algorithm know that you like what you see, and it will keep my video flowing for other people to benefit from this knowledge. Now that we got the business out the way, let's get right into it and talk about some of the basic mistakes people make when it comes to being a vegetarian or even a carnivore. All right, so here's the basic deal. That no matter what your elimination diet is, whether you're eliminating plants, you're eliminating animal products, you're eliminating dairy, you're eliminating carbs, whatever it is you're eliminating, it's not as straightforward and as simple as you may think. There's actually going to be a little bit more thought and research that goes into it, because all of these elimination diets have their pros and cons, and if you're not fully equipped to take them on, you're really just setting yourself up for a poor eating strategy, and you're not going to get the results you want. A lot of people are sold on taking on an elimination diet as a quick fix to stop doing that fat guy shit. They think, okay, if I just eliminate animal products, or I eliminate eating any plants, or I eliminate carbs, this is going to be easy street to being a lot healthier, losing some weight, and being happier. But I wish it was that easy. So let's go over just a couple of the pitfalls that happen for the two most popular elimination diets, being vegetarianism and carnivore diet. So first up with the vegetarian diet, whatever their moral or ethical reason is, people are like, you know what, I'm done with consuming animal products. Okay, cool. But they simply start eating more carbs. I've had plenty of friends and clients and other people alike that start to eliminate animal products and start to add in a ton more rice, a ton more potatoes like French fries, a ton more pasta. Yeah, they might be eating some more fruit, but the basis of a large amount of what they're eating are simply more carbs. And if you're eating a lot more carbs, you're taking in a ton of energy that doesn't really make you feel full, so it's very easy to overeat. And I've seen a ton of people who are overweight vegetarians, and when I look at what they're eating, it's a plate of lettuce with a mountain of croutons on it and a bunch of dressing. Now, that technically is a vegetarian meal because there's no animal product on it, but my God, where's the nutrition? There's almost zero protein on it. The carbohydrates you have, yeah, the lettuce is a carb and so are the croutons, but they're not really giving you much nutrition. There's no real vitamins in it. There's no real good minerals in it. And like I said, there's hardly any protein. So someone's gonna eat that giant plate of lettuce that is covered in croutons and dressing. They might even have some French fries with it. And they're gonna be like, oh, I ate good. I'm hungry again. And they don't realize that they took in a ton of calories, but hey, you know what? They're not eating animal products. Another thing that I brought up is they're going to be deficient in vitamins B12, iron, protein. They're going to be missing key components of their nutrition that affects their energy level, that affects the way they think, that affects their cravings, that affects their ability to maintain or build muscle. So even though they're not having any horrible animal products, they're not really eating that healthily. And the last point that I'll bring up is there are all sorts of plant-based meat alternatives out there, which, yeah, that sounds good, but you don't realize that there's a lot more processing that goes down to take a bunch of plants, extract whatever kind of protein that they have from them, and make them into some meat-like product like a burger patty, or I've seen some Impossible steaks or Impossible nuggets, Impossible fish. And yeah, it might look like the animal version, but let's be real, it's not much healthier for you. If you look at the nutrition label on many of those products, they have a ton of either carbs or fats in them because they got to make that stuff taste good and they got to hold it together. And the protein amount, while yes, it is there, isn't the same as if you had the actual animal product. And I don't know about you, but I would rather have a much more simple, nutritious product to eat versus one that is manufactured in a lab that isn't quite the same, and my body doesn't recognize it the same, so that can lead to a host of other issues. So yeah, the biggest takeaways from vegetarians from what they're missing out on is, A, they're eating way too many carbs and not enough protein. They're also deficient in a bunch of vitamins and minerals that they would normally get from having animal products. And a lot of these plant-based meat alternatives are so concocted full of science in a laboratory that it's hard to consider them healthier than just having a steak, some eggs, or some fish. That's the vegetarianism issues. Let's talk about the carnivore issues. Biggest thing that most carnivores are missing out on is fiber. Fiber is a non-digestible form of carbohydrate that helps you stay full and also helps pass things through your gut and ultimately get eliminated out your butt in the form of poop. Now, if you're eating a ton of animal products, you're getting a ton of saturated fats, you're living your best life, you're having your steak, your eggs, your bacon, your whatever. Well, if you're not having enough fiber, you're gonna feel a bit yucky on the inside. You will eventually have some problems within your gut because things are not passing through as they should. You could have issues with your colon. That's the last part of your intestines before food product leaves your body as poop. You could have issues with your small intestines as well. Your stomach could produce ulcers, holes in it. So the carnivore diet is not an automatically healthy one. And similar to the vegetarian diet, there are a ton of nutritional deficiencies. You're not getting certain vitamins and minerals that would be present in plants and fruits with just animal products. So whether you're on the plant-only side of the spectrum or the animal-only side of the spectrum, you're missing out on some key nutrients that help your body to perform its best and to actually stay healthy. So bottom line is, neither the carnivore diet nor the vegetarian diet is a free pass to perfect health. Both of them have their deficiencies in the nutrients that they provide. Both of them require that you supplement in additional products in order to fill in the gaps. And none of them is all that sustainable if you're not doing it the right way. Now that we all can agree that neither of these diets are perfect and they all contain their own individual challenges within them, let's break down some of the reasons why people tend to fail so hard with these elimination diets. Hit the like button, off we go. So why do people struggle and fail with elimination diets like these? It comes down to two big reasons. The first one is they have no clue how to balance out their macronutrients like proteins, carbs, and fats. And then ultimately, the second reason is their expectations are not rooted in reality. They think that changing to these diets with minimal information is going to be a magic pill, a quick fix to perfect health. And whether it's someone trying to be a vegetarian or someone trying to be a carnivore, they're not doing everything properly, so they're basically setting themselves up with an unhealthy eating habit. For instance, most vegetarians that you and I know are lacking on protein. They're over-consuming on carbs like bread, pasta, rice, those kinds of things. And they also are over-consuming on fats because carbs plus fats equals amazing, delicious flavor. But if they're only consuming carbs and fats and they're barely getting enough protein, they're going to have all kinds of issues. And it's very easy, I mean stupidly easy, to overeat carbs and fats but not feel full off of them. Who among us can say that they felt, oh, I can't possibly eat another bit of chips and salsa, and you continue to dig in for more? Or when you go out to eat, when that bread and butter comes out, you'll automatically tell your server, just bring another one over, we're gonna finish this one. That's kind of the casual way a lot of people approach being a vegetarian. They eliminate animal products and they think it's a free pass to eating as much pasta, bread, rice, that kind of crap that they want. That couldn't be further from the truth. Oh, and you carnivore people aren't much better. You're eating a ton of animal products. You're having your steaks. You're having your chicken. Hell, you might even be undercooking your meats because you don't want to mess up that natural goodness that's within it. Well, that might be fine for you, but what kind of healthy fats are you taking in? Beyond butter, which a lot of carnivore people like to make butter coffee, or they just slather butter on their steak, what other healthy fats are you having? Are you happening to have any avocados? Are you eating any nuts? Are you having any kinds of beans? Because those things contain fiber. Those things contain fats. But if you're not having them, you're not going to be functioning that well. Believe it or not, if you're not eating enough healthy fats and not enough plant-based healthy fats, your hormone levels are not going to be great. So if you're concerned about your testosterone levels if you're a man, your estrogen levels if you're a woman, or some of the other hormones that are not specific to either gender, you need to be making sure that you're getting enough healthy fats if you're a carnivore person. Or if you're a vegetarian person, you need to be getting plenty of protein. Think tofu, think lentils, all those kinds of things need to be a part of your diet. And regardless of whether you are going vegetarian or you are going carnivore, you're eliminating a giant portion of food from your palate. And that's gonna leave a big void in what your body is used to taking in. And when your body is not given what it's used to having, it starts poking at you. Hey, we need this. It's giving you cravings. So this is why understanding exactly what it takes to not set yourself up to fail on either elimination diet is essential. People are too damn lazy. They hear, hey, try the carnivore diet. You'll lose a ton of weight. You can eat all the meat you want. Or, hey, meat is murder. Plant-based protein is the way to go. It's healthy. It's better for you. It's trendy. It's new. People hear that kind of stuff and then their logic goes out the window and they're simply just falling into the hype and doing none of the research. And unfortunately, that's where they set themselves up to fail. If they're a vegetarian, they're not having their protein or their micronutrients like their vitamins and minerals. Or if they're a carnivore, they're missing out on healthy fats. They're not getting in their fiber. They're not getting any kind of carbohydrates whatsoever. So eventually, both individuals start eating very stupidly because they were too damn lazy to research what it takes to not mess this thing up. You can have a healthy version of a vegetarian diet, just like you can have a healthy version of a carnivore diet. You just can't do it all half-assed without any research or planning. In this next and final segment of the video, I'm going to give you some of the basics that you need to uphold, whether you're going carnivore, whether you're going vegetarian, whether you're doing any kind of elimination diet. These are some of the basic principles you need to uphold. So stick around, hit the like button. Let's get to that final segment on how to balance out all this stuff. All right, so now I'm going to give you the keys to making an elimination diet such as the vegetarian diet or the carnivore diet work for you. And if you're not taking it on but you know someone that is, these are going to be 3 tips that you can share with them so they'll be set up to succeed and not fail. So starting off, for my plant-eating vegetarian friends, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You need to get your protein in. Whether it's from tofu, lentils, seitan, or even high protein grains such as quinoa, you need to make that the base of every one of your meals. And beyond what you're putting the protein in your meals, you need supplements, vitamin B12, iron, and even a protein supplement. There are plant-based protein supplements out there. You need those because without them, your body is going to be deficient, the cravings will kick in, and you're going to be failing at your vegetarian diet. And when it comes to putting together your plates for all of your meals, these are the big 3 that need to be present. Like I said earlier, you need your protein base. Beyond that, you need fiber on your plate. And the third thing that's going to give you some flavor and tie it all together, your healthy fats. Protein plus fiber plus healthy fats equals a balanced out vegetarian meal. Now let's go to the other end of the spectrum, to my animal eating carnivores. You all have a different series of things that you need to keep in mind, but they are just as important as the vegetarians. For instance, you carnivores need your fiber. You need to be taking supplements such as psyllium husks or Metamucil, which is a fiber supplement, or other ones that you can get at your nutrition store. You need more fiber. You also can't get away with just eating chicken breast and steaks. You need more nutrient-dense meats. Those are your organ meats, your eggs, and your fish. Those three right there will give your body a lot of the minerals and the vitamins that you aren't getting from some of your other animal products. And finally, whether you are a vegetarian or you are a carnivore, you need to go to the doctor regularly and get your blood work done. Just because you aren't dying immediately from your elimination diet doesn't mean everything's okay. Your cholesterol could be too high, your blood pressure could be too low, you could be missing out on certain key components that won't be immediately visible from your naked eye. So take your ass to the doctor regularly and get your blood work done. And another thing, you can't set your expectations at an unrealistic high level. Just because you're going to take on this new healthy elimination diet doesn't guarantee that it is going to be the best and most healthiest practice for you. You have to listen to your body, and you cannot force your body to do something that it's not on board with. So listen to your body, track the foods you are taking in and how your body responds to them. And again, go to your damn doctor regularly so you can get yourself checked. You do these things whether you're a vegetarian or a carnivore, and you have the best chance for not setting yourself up to fail with your elimination diet. At the end of the day, when it comes to elimination diets like vegetarianism and the carnivore diet, neither one is perfect, nor is either one something that has to be avoided altogether. Both of them have their pros and their cons, and in order to make either of them work, you have to do your research, you have to do your planning, and you have to listen to your body. You cannot be a lazy participant in either one, because you're going to be set up to fail, and you're going to wonder why this diet that was sold to you as being a healthy cure-all is now making you worse off than you were before. So let me know down in the comments below, are you still team vegetarian or team carnivore, or are you staying away from it and you're team I eat both? That's the team that I'm on. Or let me know down in the comments if you're on the path of an elimination diet. How's it going for you? Are you thriving on it? Let me know what's working for you. Or are you struggling with it? Let me know what's not working, and I will help you get back on track with it. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to my channel. And in just a moment, you're going to see a preview for another video from my channel that's going to help you live your healthiest life in a simple way that is sustainable for the long term. Give it a watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.